Hello everyone, welcome to part 112 of our advanced ecom series in Laravel 8. So we are going to learn one new thing in our advanced ecom series, as I promised in the beginning of the Laravel series, that we are going to learn the new things, we are going to learn the advanced things and with ease. Okay, so this time we are going to learn the Laravel helpers, and helpers help us to make the common functions in Laravel helper file, and that we can use everywhere in our website. Okay, I'm going to explain you we have done up till now. I'm going to close these pages. See, we have done models up till now. See, whatever we have done, like we have created this kind of model, and we have created the function here, and we use these functions. You know that we need to add the model while using this function. Like if I want to use the category function here, I need to call that category model. Okay, sorry, that product model. Like if I am using from the product model, then I need to call this product model. Okay, so we need to call the model file in our controllers, in our blade files. In blade files also, you have seen that we able to call here in detail blade file, we require to call our product model, because we are using, maybe we are using some of the function here as well. Okay, you can see here that we are using some of the function, I'm sure. That's why we are calling here. You can see the we are calling the get discounted price from the product model, so that's why. But now I'm going to explain you that why helper is better than this thing. Helper is better when we want to call some function in almost all the pages of the website, all or in multiple pages you want to call, in multiple blade files you want to call, in multiple controller files you want to call. Then the helper is really important, because there you no need to add any class at the top. Okay, so you need to you no need to class, you no need to add any class, you no need to uh, call any model at the top. Okay, that helper function automatically gets called. Okay, so that is the main reason we can create the helper file, and we can create any functions in that. Okay, so we are going to create the helper file, and I am going to create one function in our helper file, that is the total card items function, that will calculate the total items. And that function we require it for our index page, we require for our listing page. Okay, we require for our card page as well. Okay, so we require at many blade files and many controller files as well. Okay, so I'm going to do the helper that will help us to call common function everywhere in our website, wherever we want. Okay, so let's start. See, first of all, I'm going to create one folder. I'm going to open my project folder here, as docs ecom, and under ecom I'm going to create one folder under app. I'm going to create one folder for our helpers. Okay, so we can create the multiple helper files as well, but we will create only one helpers file. Helpers folder I'm going to create, and inside this folder in Mac we can create the file like this, but if you are in Windows, you know how to create the file inside the folder. Okay, simple enough. So I am going to create like this in Mac touch, and I'm going to create the file with name helper.php file I'm going to create, and that file will get created inside the helper. I can open this file as well. You can see the helper file is opening. So I'm going to open the composer.json, and other files we can remove right now, because that I just open just to tell you, just to explain you. Now in composer.json, we are going to add this file here in autoload. Okay, here after class map, we will add here like files. Here we will add this file with path in the same way, like this, comma, and here we are going to add the path app. Inside app we have created folder helpers, and inside helpers we have created file helper.php, helper.php. okay, so this is we can do like this. And after that, there is one composer command we will run, composer dump autoload. So I will go in project folder once again, and here I will right click to my project folder, services, new terminal at folder. You can do git batch here if you have installed in git in your Windows laptop. Okay, in your Windows operating system, you know how to run your files in your Windows operating system or any other operating system. And here I want to run composer dump autoload, dump autoload, so that it will load the see, does not contain valid JSON. Okay, so it means that we have created one issue in our file. Okay, so we are going to resolve composer.json does not contain valid JSON. Okay, so error line number. Okay, so what we have created, we have made one issue here. Okay, so I'm going to check once that what is the problem here. So the problem is simple, that we have added the comma at the end that we need to remove. Now I will run the composer dump autoload command once again, and now it is working fine. So see, it has done now our file is ready. Now we can add the function in our file, and we can check after that. So we will start the PHP like we used to do. So after starting the PHP, we need to add one function here. Okay, so let's add one function we can add like this, no issue, like we used to add in our core PHP. No public static required here. See, it is automatically accessible as public. So total card items, so we want to calculate the total card items here. Okay, so basically total card items count. Okay, so here if first of all we are going to check that whether the user is logged in. If user is logged in, then it will come inside this auth check condition, and here we can then have the user ID from auth user. If the user is logged in, then we can get the user ID, and then we can get the total card items. Okay, and that we can get from the card model that is connected with our cards table, and we can compare with the user ID that we have just get from the auth user. Okay, and finally we can calculate the sum of the quantity. Okay, so the card table have the quantity column, and we can simply check in that card table. Okay, here you can also check the card table here, that is having the quantity table. This one we need to add for getting the total card items of the product. We are going to check with the user ID if the user is logged in. Otherwise, we are going to check with the session ID if the user is not logged in, and we are going to calculate, like we are going to add the quantity from the card table, from the card model. Okay, comparing with the user ID or session ID. So we can do it like this, if the user is logged in. Okay, and if the user is not logged in, then we are going to check with the session ID. Okay, and session ID we can get from the session, and session we are already saving, so we can get that session ID, and the same query will work. Only difference is here we will check with the session ID. Okay, and in earlier query we are checking with the user ID. Okay, so that then we are going to return total card items. Okay, so now we are going to use this total card item, and before that we need to add our card model as well. Okay, so we are going to add our card model in helper file, and now we can call this total card item function in our front header. Okay, so here in front header, in place of 3, we can call here our total card items, dollar total card item. Straight away, sorry, not dollar, straight away we can call this function total card item without without including anything at the top. Okay, without including that use helper.php or use helper or any model. Simply we can directly call total card items function without adding anything. Okay, so let's see if it will work. Okay, so let's see. Here I refresh and there is syntax error here. Okay, so I am going to check what syntax exactly. And total card items expecting on line 7. Okay, see, error is this. No, error is not due to this. Error is somewhere else. Error is here. Okay, so here we are going to check where is the error. Error is on line 7. Total card items card where user id some quantity. Okay, so that seems to be fine. And if auth check, okay, we are going to check where is the error exactly. Expecting this one here, that is fine enough. Sometimes the error is in front of us, but we not able to check where the error is. Some silly mistake. Okay, this is the silly mistake. What a silly mistake I have done. Okay, so don't do this at your end. Okay, so such stupid mistake. And now you can see the 0 item in your card. Now I am going to add one item, and let's see that if we able to here the item has been updated. You can see the 1 is coming instead of 0, so we able to call the total card item function in our front header without anything included. Okay, we have not called the function, we have not called any model here, we have not called any file here, and even then the total card item function is working. We able to call total card items function anywhere in our Laravel website. Even if it is the blade file, even if it is the controller file, we can call anywhere. Okay, so this is the benefit that we are getting. We can call total card items function anywhere. This is the benefit of the helper. Okay, so using helper resolves a lot of our issue. We can add all the functions, all the common functions here that we require to multiply call. Okay, that we require to multiply call. Otherwise, if you are going to call in a single file, then you have to add in your model, then you have to add function in your model. Otherwise you can add your function in the helper file from where you can call it multiple times. Okay, so now we are going to correct its route here link as well. We will add here url card. Okay, and we will also add one class with total card items, that because this one total card items we are going to update with ajax as well. Okay, so it is mandatory to add one span class here so that we can update. Okay, I will show you, but right now we will just add. See, here we are also going to add it at front sidebar as well. Okay, in front sidebar as well, here we will add the route that card in place of product summary like this. And here in 3 items we are going to call this total card items function once again here without including anything. Okay, so here you can also check in front sidebar. See, you will refresh one item in your card, but here you can see if you will update to 2, then see one is here, one is here, you can't able to update. Here also 3 items is here. but see, we need to call with the help of ajax so that we can dynamically update without refreshing the page. Otherwise, if you will refresh the page, then it updates at both ends. Okay, so we dynamically call. So for that, we will add some class that we will update from ajax. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to add one class here. Okay, I will do span and will add one class, and I will make the class like total card items. So I am going to end this class after this one like this. Okay, so fine. Now this same class I am going to call in front sidebar as well, and here also I will call this class here. Okay, and same class I am going to use uh, in our card blade file as well, card blade file, and here also we are going to do the same thing like this. Okay, now fine, and here also we require to call the card page in our card blade file products.html like this. So now we can check, and here you can see the login also come here, but it's your wish that if you want to log in from here, and if you want to log in from here, then it's fine. Otherwise you can remove this one, this table, this complete table you can remove, that is not required at all, and we can refresh, and only the shopping cart we will give here, because the shopping cart, it's better if the user want to log in, user can log in from here also. Okay, so that part we can log in, and these things we are going to update from ajax as well. See, span class we have added. Now we will update our one function here, update card quantity. Sorry, we will open that products controller at front end. Okay, so at front end products controller, I am going to update card item quantity. Here I am going to call that function that we have made, this helper function. I am going to call here total card items, and this function I am going to send to ajax. Okay, so like user card items, here I will make total card items, and that we can simply call it like this, and this one we can send to the ajax simple way like this. Okay, like this we can send, and I am going to open the ajax file as well, that script where we have called that. Okay, so add to card. See, here is update card items. Okay, so while updating the card items, here in response we will get that total card items, and from here we can update that class that we have just created. Okay, that class we can update uh, here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, first of all I will check here that I am getting that or not response, and that name of that one is total card items, that I can get or not. Here I will refresh and will click on plus. Here see, you we able to get the 3, so we can just simply require to add that to our class total card item class, and we will set the HTML with the this one that we are getting from the function, and the same thing we are going to call in delete card items as well. Okay, so first I'm going to check in update card items. Let's see, see here 3 3 3. Now I'm going to click on plus, then 4 must come here, 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 everywhere 4 must come. Let's see, you can see the 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. Okay, without refreshing the page, our item count is updating. Okay, and that is possible with the help of helper function. That is the common function that we have created in our helper file. Okay, so if I will click on minus, see 3 come up here, 3 come up here, 3 come up here. So it is working wonderful. 4 3, you can see without refreshing the page, it is working with ajax. Okay, so that is wonderful. Okay, so we can update, we can add, remove the quantity without refreshing the page with the help of the helper function that we have created and call with the help of ajax. Okay, so this one you can try to do, and the same thing we are going to do for our delete card item as well, and the same thing total card items. Just we require to pass here, okay, return response json, and here also we just simply require to send, and this one total card items, don't forget to call. Okay, this one you need to call as well, and the same thing total card items here, and here also we just simply require, sorry, this one we are simply require in our success function, and that is done. Okay, so now every time when you will delete any card item, and that also happening with ajax, deletion also happening with ajax. See, everything we are doing in ajax, most of the things we are doing in ajax. Okay, see, if I will remove this one, see here you can see the 5 count everywhere. Okay, because it's 1 plus 4 5, and one more I am going to add one more. Okay, we will not add like this, we will add like this. Okay, 2 6, okay, 6 6, okay, everywhere it is 6. Okay, now I'm going to remove this one, then 4 will left away. Let's see, you want to delete this current one. Okay, and here you can see the 4 automatically updates everywhere, and this card updated also with the help of ajax. Okay, and this also and this also item card item count updated with the help of ajax as well. Okay, so I hope that everything is fine, and you can able to do this one at your end and take the benefit of this helpers file helper function. Okay, so you can take the benefit of Laravel helpers how to do it. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.